This is a brief overview of Behavior Intervention Plans, or BIPs. Students with and without an IEP can have a BIP. After the initial request or decision to move forward, the first step is to gain permission for a Functional Behavior Assessment, or FBA. You may be asked to complete one of these as part of the team who is familiar with this student. The behavior of concern is identified prior to the FBAs being completed. For example, yelling at the teacher, hitting a peer, or leaving the classroom. Notice the behaviors are specific, not described in generalities, such as aggression. Data is a large component of this process as it will aid in the decision to move forward with a BIP or not. So what does a BIP really look like? This is the first page of the BIP form. Notice one of the first entries is the student's strengths. The summary statement has a drop-down menu and comes from the results of the FBA. For example, the antecedent, or A, turns out to be when a demand occurs, the student, the name is typed in here, yells at the teacher, B, which is the specific behavior, in order to achieve escape, C, the consequence. This statement should always be based on data. The goal is then developed based on the chart that you see here. Goals are always written in the positive. What does the student need to do or learn instead of the behavior of concern? This is called the replacement behavior. In this example of the student yelling at the teacher, we might want to help them ask for help or a break instead. As the SEIA, you will be responsible for many of these aspects. Take a moment to read through the descriptions of the next 4 sections: strategies for prevention, teaching, reinforcement, and response. Be sure to know exactly what the strategies are and how they are to be implemented. Request opportunities to observe the special education teacher or classroom teacher implement the strategies. Ask for the special education teacher or classroom teacher to observe you implementing the strategies for feedback and to maintain consistency with all adults working with the student. Remember, a BIP is designed not just to reduce an inappropriate behavior, but to increase an appropriate one. If you are unable to attend the meeting, be sure to schedule a time to review a new BIP or changes to an existing BIP. There may potentially be training on any new strategies. Also, be sure to check on the type of data you are responsible for collecting. This last page simply lists the changes made to a BIP each time the team meets to discuss progress. If you would like more information, feel free to watch these additional videos.